All right, welcome back to another episode of the Within Range podcast. Ear God, Dom Juan, Jared Suter, Snoop Eastwood is not with us today, Drew, but as we always say,
with us in spirit.
yes. Super excited for the guest we have on today. We had the honor of having Ryan from NightCart Confessions on our platform twice. The feedback we got, Drew, from him and just the love that we've been showed since he's been on our show has been greater than we could have imagined.
NightCart Nation was on 1,000. That's literally
Yeah.
how much growth we
Really?
had during that particular time. It was on 1,000.
And
Wow.
Drew, I think we said it, but he was the quickest guest to double back for us because we've had guests like on 2 or 3 times, but we had him back on I think 2 weeks later from when he
Yeah,
first came on.
it was like 1 or 2 episodes in between, and then he came back on for a second time.
Yeah. But since Ryan has moved to Florida, somebody else has been carrying the NightCart torch here in Scottsdale. This new beautiful face has been keeping it going. We are stoked to learn more about her story and journey. Ladies and gentlemen, the first lady of NightCart, the incomparable Sarah from NightCart Confessions is with us today.
I feel so like
Can we get you to class?
Yeah.
it's Christmas right now. I'm loving this. I love a surprise.
Welcome. Yeah, no, like I said, we had
Thank you.
been wanting you to come on. We've been excited for this. I had run into you in Old Town outside of Gilligan's, and you seemed pretty excited to be here as well. So thank you.
Absolutely excited to be here. Making a weirdo of myself.
No, never
No.
that.
6
Listen,
years.
we've been made a weirdo of ourselves. Drew, what, 4 seasons we've been doing this now?
Almost 100
So-
episodes. This is episode 98.
Yeah, you're
was a
episode
good
98.
year.
Oh, we're right at the tip. Are they? Ooh,
Yeah.
Don't way
Pause or not pause.
for that episode.
98. Hey,
I
year
love it.
98 was a very good year, so I feel like this is gonna be a really good episode to match with it.
Oh, I love it.
Let's do it.
So before we continue, how was that first interaction when you guys actually met in person?
In Gilligan, front of Gilligan.
Yeah, at Gilligan's. Yeah.
I thought it was great for me, but I always think it's awkward. Because you asked to do the podcast, and I was like, is he just being nice? And then I called Ryan right away.
Did you?
Yeah,
I don't
100%.
think
I was
knew.
like, Dom has to do the podcast. Is he just doing this because he loves you so much? Like, I'm not expecting anything. And then I called my parents after that. And then I got a taco.
Nice. That's a good series of events.
It was a lot.
I like that. Okay.
I've dreamed of things like this. Just the experience in general. But you walked up, you were so kind, and you made me feel really comfortable because I tend to say no to everything.
Really? That's a first, just quick.
Yeah, I like to call it my new trauma response.
Okay. You know, Sarah, we like to do a little bit of a backstory, right? So people kind of know kind of the come up and where you came from. But I believe you said born in Glendale,
I was, yes.
but kind of grew up in Goodyear.
Yes.
So for those who be watching, you know,
Goodyear?
we have family like in Indiana that watches, people
Oh,
all over.
yes.
How would you describe Goodyear?
I
to
never
people
even
who may
heard
not
of
be familiar?
Goodyear in Arizona.
So yeah, Goodyear, Arizona. Yes, it's named after the tire company. So it's a happening place in the early and late 90s. Goodyear is a lovely city now. I absolutely adore it, and I'm not dissing it. But for people who have not been to Goodyear, if you were ever watching a movie of the east or west coast of someone like traveling to California and there's nothing but desert, then you see one trailer and you go, hey, what meth head decided to pick here as town? That was my town.
They show like the tumbleweeds going.
Yes,
Is
literally.
it like, yeah.
Literally.
Walter
And-
White, you know.
Yeah.
Well, at least he had a mogul job. These are often people that are like, yeah, I just parked here.
Oh damn.
And I got courts. I got courts for days and days and days.
Damn.
So that was home, which I thought everybody grew up like that. Like my nanny had a potbelly pig in the kitchen, totally normal. See,
Really?
look at your eye contact.
like as a pet?
This is how I know we had different lives.
That is awesome.
It
though.
was awesome. Shout out pigs. They're really smart. They're actually really clean. If you get pissed off, bacon, but they're really big.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can get like huge. Like,
Literally.
Yeah.
like 300, 400 pound, like 5.
They're like, it was like the whole kitchen and the balls on it.
Yeah. They eat. They can't.
balls.
I feel like depending how you tame them, they can't eat everything and can be very aggressive when you throw them out in the wild. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where you hide the bodies.
yeah, their biology
Yeah.
is pretty crazy.
They're very fascinating. Chickens also will eat anything, including like themselves. They're not
Really?
yeah, they're not the brightest, but damn, they're good.
Yeah, gotta love them.
Let me some chicken.
So Goodyear, not a lot. Like it was just pretty calm though. Like a lot of. I'm very grateful for it. I realize as we'll get more into my story later. If I had been born in a town like Scottsdale, I would have died at 17. I needed some extra time in training wheels. I couldn't get released to the full world right away.
Oh, so I'm glad you brought that up because that was actually what I wanted to segue to is like, because I mean, I moved out here when I was 18. I was like around Old Town, but obviously didn't experience it till 21. So what was it like for you, I guess, knowing about it and then getting that experience when you were younger?
Well, see, this is like how out in the middle of the fucking boondocks I was, because I didn't know about Old Town.
Living in Goodyear?
No, I sounded like an idiot. This is two problems. One, I lived way out in the West Valley, and I was happy as a clam, like just playing soccer with my brothers at the park. I thought that was and I actually do still believe that's the epitome of what we're all supposed to be doing. Yeah. But I was sold. I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to play Monopoly with my families. What could be better? I was like 19 doing this, managing a Chick-fil-A. I loved it out there. I never partied. There wasn't really anything to do in the West Valley. So when we did have parties, we would like burn a car with all the kids in the school, and the town sheriff was the one who was helping us light it.
Damn.
It was like different energy. Awesome. It was awesome, but it was like rednecky. And so I started dating my now ex-husband. It's not as cute when you have that ex. Right. No, it's okay. And he was like, we're going to go to Mill. And I was like, cool, I love Mills. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Yeah, I didn't know what Mill was.
Devils, baby.
Yeah.
And so he kept saying like dress for Mill. And I was like, I still don't know what that means. And he's from Michigan. And he had only been there for 6 months. This man knew every inch of Mill.
Can we talk about how'd you meet him?
Oh gosh.
Is that a story? And can we talk about that?
Yeah, we can share. I'm an open book.
Okay.
Much to his regret. No, he's hilarious. He's great. He's awesome. I married a terrorist.
Like literally? Or?
No, so he's Middle Eastern. You'll see the picture.
Okay.
He's Chaldean specifically, which is Catholic Iraqi. He'll be pissed that I said Iraqi because they're technically Babylonian, which is not somewhere on a map anymore.
Yeah.
It's biblical, like a biblical.
Oh my God, you guys would get along. He'd be standing in the kitchen like, I'm above.
I bet you he would think I'm very similar to his nationality.
Are you?
No, I'm 100%.
No, we're
Mexican.
Hispanic. We get that though. We get Middle Eastern.
Oh yeah, you guys. I was gonna ask your ethnicity right away.
Yeah, we get Persian, Egyptian.
Yep.
You fall into the bucket. Mm-hmm. It's a good bucket, by the way.
We'd be great. We'd be great. Like federal agents that like.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, infiltrate.
Yeah, that we'd be great infiltrators for sure.
Because you could fit anywhere, even in Sweden. You look like someone who was Swedish who had a good time on a cruise.
Yeah,
like you can go anywhere, but you see blonde hair, blue eyes, you're like, what's up?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Dom's the true epitome of 007.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are very hard to distinguish your face features.
Yeah.
I love that. All right, so how I met my husband, I was 21, yeah, because I met him my first week of being 21.
Wow.
I was in Tucson, hating it. Mad respect for people who live there, but it sucks.
Yeah.
I know.
I hear though I have to go just to see what the downfalls
you'll
about.
Go and then we'll take you there and we'll like find somewhere to eat and then come back.
That's the best way to do
yeah,
it.
because that's all I hear, and I'm like,
it's just the U of A.
Can't be that
we could
bad.
go to the Gemstone Convention.
There you go.
I actually do think doing a bunch of shrooms and going there would be beautiful.
My company actually puts that on, the Gemstone.
Oh, it's like a shroom Gemstone tour because
no, that'd be fire though. Within
Well,
range, mushroom retreat.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it will sell out for the 4 people in Tucson. I think the people who love Tucson, like I wanted to be eccentric and like the Portland weird energy, but I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not hippie-like. I'm not cool like that. Like I like clean. I don't like patterns or anything. Like I didn't fit in Tucson. Tucson's like, keep it weird. And I'm like, or keep it bottled up.
Yeah.
But I love both. But I found like between that and then when you go to Tucson, I'd like you to really study the driving system.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's
from
gross.
Chicago, our driving system is.
Oh, yeah, you guys already suck. See, this is the problem.
She said we. Damn.
Sorry, Chicago.
No, it's
No,
But your
they're
streets are
pretty. They're
scary.
pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's pretty wild.
Can I tell you
Orlando's
a
the worst.
Chicago story?
Orlando's been
Please.
the worst that I've ever been in.
Drew, she said she's got a fun Chicago story.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
it's like
down here.
so Chicago.
Okay.
Like if they put on a taboo show of Chicago. I went to Chicago one time. I absolutely loved the city. I didn't think I would because I hate marinara sauce and deep dish is just more marinara.
Yep.
And a Chicago dog feels like too much. I want all of the accoutrement, but not all of it at once. So I just
I feel
was
on
judging y'all off that.
Yeah.
Boldly. I felt good about it. But my buddy moved there and he's like, come out, you'll enjoy it.
Okay.
I fucking loved it. When I went on 4th of July, we drove in. And within an hour of hitting ground at Chicago, and I'm like a kid, I'm like, I want to see everything. I want to see a fight. I want to see a museum. I want to see someone get stabbed. And I'm like joking about this, but like also kind of like, I love just to see life happen.
I'm pretty sure some of that happened probably in the same day.
Within an hour, I'm like walking down the street going, the buildings are so, there's a stabbing right in front of us. And my dude was like,
No.
bus is here, let's go. He took it so casual. Not the person getting stabbed. He took it pretty hard.
He's bleeding
Yeah,
out.
I would
He's
imagine.
bleeding out. Have a good trip.
But the entire world around him, it's like you guys were existing and not existing together at once.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That
fascinating.
sounds like
That's
Chicago.
very
That's
accurate,
pretty
yeah.
accurate.
Whereas I grew up in an area where like the gas station attendant was like, what's going on with your brother? I was like, God damn it. What is going on with my brother?
He might know more of what's going on. than you would.
100%.
Right.
I loved Chicago. I want to go back so bad. My highlights, literally, you guys are going to judge me so much for this, but fucking fell in love with the city because one, I didn't know lakes were like big.
Oh yeah.
That's a thing in West Coast. Lakes have waves. They're like the ocean.
Yeah, they are
I
our
had
oceans,
no
basically.
idea. By the way, so why my nose is super fucked up, I've had pneumonia, been in the hospital for like the last, I'm not sick anymore, but my nose is still fucked up. My house, I just found out 2 days ago, there's mold. I'm getting the floor jackhammered up.
Oh, no.
Everything.
Oh, you did say your house is under construction.
Yeah, so I've been living in mold. Hashtag don't
Jeez.
do that.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, so this is like, it's going to go away soon, but I think I'm going to have.
No, you're good.
Okay, so I have several toxic traits, which we're going to unpack piece
Yeah,
by
let's
piece.
go. This is recording.
Oh yeah, no, I like to share it because so whenever I would see a woman who was skinny or beautiful across the room, the first thing I did and still do is start listing my itemized aspects of what a piece of shit I am in comparison.
Stop.
No, it's real.
Are you serious?
100%.
Really?
I need to get my phone and show you. Go on my Instagram
I will.
and have your mind blown. I was beautiful at both, but one had a lot more chafing.
Okay.
And I don't know, in life, I kept staring at people and I hate the feeling of envy. And I wasn't envious of them, but it just felt like they had a life that I didn't get the cards for. But I was like, well, what if I just fucking put all the energy of like, man, that's sad, into just seeing if I can do it? And you can sometimes.
Okay, so what on your page?
Let's scroll down. Dude, I don't think you
on.
understand. I was
Well,
330
you keep
pounds when I stopped weighing myself. Not the final weight.
You keep saying you're gonna show me, and
I like to tease. All right.
Okay. Listen, teasing's good. But Drew, she keeps telling me she's gonna show me these pictures, and she now has her phone. So she said she's gonna blow my mind.
Blow your mind or Drew's going to blow something else. It's also your mind. All right. I love a side-by-side. I was a sucker for, I know it was like Unhealthy Habits, but Biggest Loser, Extreme Home Makeover. Oh, give
You
me
love this stuff.
goosebumps.
Did you watch the doc on Biggest Loser?
Wait, what's the jog?
Oh, the documentary, on Netflix.
Oh my God, my
It was
head went
dark.
so many places just now. Oh yeah, everybody's like, well, you said doc, and all I could think about was docking. And I was like, is there a docking thing with Biggest Loser?
No.
Yeah, wait, what's docking?
Oh, it's when you put your penises, it's a thing, Google it.
Damn. No.
Google it. Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, I was not ready for that, dude. I've heard
don't
of a
even
lot of
have
shit,
penis.
but
I love you.
No.
You guys have funny like man things that you say to each other.
yeah, we do.
I
we
like
don't we
to
don't go
get
we don't
something.
go that far.
Yeah, docking is a new one though.
That's- yeah,
I
that's
mean,
a
I've
new
heard
one.
of swords.
I
I've
think
heard of-
one of you have to have a foreskin so that truly can like dock like Spaceballs or like Star Wars is what I'm thinking. I don't
No,
know. But I
that's-
did watch some videos.
That's crazy.
Don't check my
Damn,
algorithm.
Yeah, I was gonna
that's
say.
crazy.
What are your porn searches like? That's
Oh,
probably that's
what
probably
aren't
another-
they?
Really?
I'm not kidding. Well, yeah, I'm. Some of them make me want to take a shower and just not look at porn for a while. I have to like.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, that was a category for one man and a goat. Why does this exist?
Crazy.
All right, wait, I'm gonna pause
Okay.
because here's me.
Let's see this.
Both are me.
Okay, I
See, I told you your mind's gonna be blown.
She got me, Drew. Drew, you ready
Back
for this?
when I drove my
Can I
Subaru.
show him?
Of course. I love to share it. See that? That was my Subaru Forester days.
Drew, isn't that crazy? Good for you. That's motivating.
It's motivating, but I agree. Yes, thank you. First of all, I'm working on accepting compliments.
Yes.
Thank you.
You should feel accomplished.
I do feel accomplished, but I also feel the necessary aspect to be like honest about what that looked like. And it's not necessarily like a lot of people look at me like the success story of weight loss. And like, trust me, I'm thrilled. I love it. Not all of this is natural, but I'll keep buying more.
Do you feel like it's hard to accept just what people just see? So it's like you feel like you have to explain that this isn't really what it used to be.
Ooh.
Oh,
Drew gets deep. He gets deep with the questions.
Drew, we're gonna have fun. One that was wildly deep, that was extremely nuanced, and it's also a topic that's inappropriate to talk about. The now skinny girl who's getting attention for being attractive, who doesn't think she is, because I don't see myself in this light, or the other one. There is no home for me mentally anymore. But yes, I immediately disarm women specifically. Men, though, you guys do kind of trash yourself more than I expected in my presence.
We do.
It was shocking.
Yeah.
You guys, the thing I get most common on the cart, which cracks me up because I have the worst eating habits, I lift weights to stuff Cheetos in my face like we're gonna die if I can't get them in fast enough.
I'm guilty of that.
I love it.
Drew knows I'm in pretty good shape, but my diet is not the greatest.
I love it.
And it's
like I already gave up alcohol.
Yeah, for him. It's because we grew up together. Also, I used to get jealous because he used to literally eat the worst of everything and never gained a pound.
Yeah.
He has the highest
the
metabolism I've ever seen.
Oh,
He would eat like 10 times
Yeah.
a day and never gain
I'm
a
not
pound.
mad at him.
Yeah, Drew, you're right.
Yeah, he used to get mad because like
I wanted to gain weight.
we would all like fluctuate weight.
Yeah.
Pretty,
I know it's
No, I know.
ridiculous.
It's but that's a guy like that. I used to put myself down because I would be like, I can't. I'm like a skinny kid.
Yes, guys don't. They'd rather be big, which
There it is.
I get and I don't get. I guess I do get because I still see myself as a big girl, and I don't know if you guys watch The Office, but when Kevin,
Love The Office.
I love that's my relationship. I want to be buried with The Office and watch it every day.
Fire.
But when Kevin sits on Michael's lap,
Oh, the Santa.
yeah,
That was like
it's fucking hilarious.
I saw the behind the scenes where like they said they were all laughing uncontrollably.
I've watched that blooper a million times.
Yeah.
I like still have a fear. Like I'm gonna break him. I'm a big girl still, even though I'm lost weight. Like I'm nearly 160 pounds right now. I'm like,
I would not have guessed that.
I know a
honestly.
nurse recently, I said my weight when I went in because I told you I've been sick. And she's like, when's the last time you weighed yourself? And I was like, I stopped doing that, which they don't like that answer. I don't know why. Like I have sinus infection. You don't need to know my fucking weight.
Right.
But she goes, well, what's your best guess? And I was like, I don't know, 150, 160, maybe 170. It could be anybody's. I've been the whole gambit. And she goes, you're not above 130. You're going out to the scale right now. I don't know why that pissed me off. I'm like, even if I wanted to lie about it, like, it's not my social security number.
Right.
Like, what do you need to prove?
Yeah.
But when we got out there and I was 156, I've never been more proud to be heavier than what someone assessed for me in my life.
Yeah, you're proving her wrong.
Yeah, I was like, bitch,
Right.
this is muscle. I didn't know either until right now.
There's bench press numbs right there.
Yes.
It's like nice.
Not
and-
bench.
Yeah.
Oh, legs. There you go. Squats.
I
I
feel
got
like
thighs.
if you the moment you didn't have to quantify yourself anymore,
Yes.
you felt confident, and then when somebody tried to do that, and you're like, I don't even really care what it is. Like, I'll take a wild guess. So when you get the over and under to where it works in your favor, I'm sure that has to be like a hell of a moment where you're like,
It's kind of a matrix popping experience, though. And so I feel like you're so intellectually delicious. We're going to have so much fun. I like this.
I've never heard that. but
Intellectually
thank you.
delicious. Yeah, that's
Yes.
true. Mark that down somewhere because that's pretty hard, dude.
I'm gonna
You-
put
but
that in my
you're-
Instagram bio.
There's a lot of nuance in what you're saying, which is one, it's really easy to see that you're an observer, but you're an observer who ties the threads, which so many of us forget to do. But it was a matrix popping experience because, like many of us, we believe that when we get to this idealization of what our life would be better at, and being not just fat, I was big. I was 5'4" and 150 pounds, size D cup breast, and a 9 shoe in 3rd grade. I was regularly asked which teacher I was.
No.
Yeah, and because I'm not saying I was a bad kid, but I realized like how easy it was just to fill in the role. I was running business. They wrote new policies for me and my siblings all the time because we'd like break the school rules.
Oh wow.
I ran a business at the school and got like,
What'd you do?
oh God, this is my 3rd grade business. They shut it down twice, which is bullshit. And I enterprised. Okay, so we had like a Thunderbolt
you were a hustler. You were like you were a Nancy Botwin from Weeds type of deal.
Yes, I didn't know I was hustling. To me, it was like, I deeply want to please the people in the rules. I love rules. There's order and process. So if I want to get to there, which in this example was the Thunderbolts, we had these like blue bucks that we got at school for being good or kind or turning in a whatever. And you could get them, this is so into my psyche, you could get a Happy Meal if you got like $1,000. It was really hard to get $1,000. I wanted like 5 Happy Meals. How do I solve this, Sarah? Problem solved.
There you go.
So my mom worked at the school, and I was like, oh, the teacher told me you have to get $1,000. She didn't have to earn it. I printed those bitches, cut it up, and went and got a whole bunch of Happy Meals. I didn't know I was breaking any rules. And then they were like, where did you get all these? When I was on my 3rd Happy Meal in like a week, which was amazing. By the way, I was like a queen in the lunchroom. Right. Chicken nugget on chicken nugget. It was glorious, but also speaks to my weight problem. I started a business to eat more. They shut it down and they told me I did wrong, and I was devastated. I was really hurt by this experience that I broke a rule, because I thought it was just like, why doesn't everybody else do this? They're so dumb. And then I started a second business because they said I have to earn it. So I started selling. This is a weird school thing, but kids liked crayons shaved in a pencil sharpener and then put into a Ziploc bag. And in Arizona, us weirdos would lay that on asphalt at my school and watch it melt when you were at the day. Yep. And so I was like, oh, this is perfect. I have pencil sharpeners for days. I usually finish my assignments pretty early, and my teacher hates my questions, so I get to go grade papers for her in the back room, where there were endless crayons supplies by the district. So I had no overhead cost, but it did start to hurt my wrist. So I realized I could employ the other kids. I had 2 classrooms working for me, and we were selling them to the school. And then again, I got shut down.
Damn, that's actually pretty dope.
I know. I'm frustrated because I actually should have got I should have
an award
graduated.
For that. Yeah.
Yes.
I was going to say, they should have been like, let's take a note of this and see if we could box this and sell it to the other kids, because that was impressive.
100. So I'm very lucky that my parents, a lot of times that we would be kicked out of school or do something, and it was in that context where it was like, actually, like, yes, you didn't follow society's rule, but you were cleverer, and we rewarded that. So when that happened, my parents they would do crazy shit. My brother got suspended and they took him to Disneyland.
Really?
Yeah, because he did what was right by our family code, but wrong by the school.
Right.
And I realized that not everybody got that as a parent. So I was really blessed.
Sounds like you had cool parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
They are. They're so cool.
I feel like they endorsed entrepreneurship.
Ooh, that's okay. It's interesting that you think that. It's quite the opposite.
Okay.
My dad and I talk, way too much. My neighbors think I'm dating my dad. Shout out dad. Because he comes over all the time to help with my trash. And I don't have a man in my life. And I constantly need to I don't know, fix the house. Or the other day he came by to just check on the house. And I had a candle burning in my kid's room when I was at Great Wolf Lodge. Parenting is hard.
It really is.
No, shout out to the dads still helping out their kids in their 30s. Actually, we'll give them a...
Yeah.
Shout out to dads. He's going to help me. He can't die.
Right.
Into my 30s?
No, he's got to stay strong.
He's probably going to kill himself just to stop going Home Depot. But
Crazy.
so my dad's a nuclear chemist. I
That's
love that
wild.
response. I gotta
The-
wait.
Just
Good.
way
You're
to slide
He's
that in there, like it's nonchalant.
Yeah,
He's a
nuclear chemist, no big deal.
So it's funny you say that. Again, this is the world I grew up in. I grew up in this like wholesome meth head town with a dad who's a nuclear chemist and a genius level. And I say this to my dad all the time, so I don't mind he's hearing it. But he's nearly special needs when it comes to a McDonald's drive-through. Like,
Really?
yeah, he can't. He's so socially awkward, which
Really? Well, nuclear chemist, I guess I hate to stereotype that, but
Yeah,
Stereotype,
more
yes,
book
but,
smart.
like,
You kind of lack a little bit in the social skills.
he's wildly book smart. And when I told him I want to become an entrepreneur and I want to do something not basically, a 180 from everything he did and still believes in, he understood the logic of what I wanted to do. He also deeply understood it's best not to tell Sarah not to do something. It's the fastest way to get me off the couch to win. I'm just resistant, and I've been like that from the beginning. But he's along for the ride. He puts up with it, but I'm the daughter that he's losing his mind all the time. Like I'm aging him so much.
well, you did say you're the youngest.
Yes, and the only
right?
girl.
Hey, so
Yeah.
that makes sense.
If someone's gonna
that's
kill
gonna
him,
do a
it's gonna be
lot.
me. Love you, Dad. He's
At least he knows.
Somebody's
right?
gotta-
He does.
Gotta be
This is
me.
where that-
He's the first person to watch the content. People be like, "She is such a whore" in the comments, and my dad's like, "I thought it was tasteful." I'm like, I fucking love you, Bob.
Shout out,
Thank
Dad.
you.
Yeah,
He
what
said,
a
"I thought it
positive
was
guy."
tasteful." That's great.
I guarantee if you both go to a LinkedIn or anything on social media right now, you will find my dad has liked something about your family in the last week because he's been asked. He likes to get to know everything about he's friends with the world of where we go.
I love that. though.
That's
so
yeah, that's pretty,
cares?
that's pretty awesome.
He's a great dad, but he was also they love me unconditionally, but they were so wholesome. They didn't drink, they didn't smoke, they didn't do anything bad. And I thought, again, the world was just, I didn't have partying around. I was just like, oh, your parents are just making waffles and playing coloring. And it's so fun. And it is fun when you're 6. And it's fun sometimes when you're 30. But if you've ever been out drunk as fuck on an all-nighter, that's a good time too. And it was
It
brand
really
new to
is.
me. And so it's really interesting sometimes because my parents guide me, but they're also really open to me being like, hey, actually, I have far more experience in this area right now. Let me head to my AA meeting and handle it.
Yeah, they had to let you kind of live through that.
Yeah. Did your parents were you guys similar to your parents or was it opposite?
My parents were, I'll just say, very much in the party scene a little too much, and so I dabbled in that, but then I knew I needed to get my shit together, which is why I came out here. And
I love the authenticity and the ability to go across and
Yeah.
do that because that's intense. And it's having gone through it, man, it's
Yeah.
hard. I'd lose 400 pounds to get a Bush Light sometimes.
natty
You're gonna
ice.
put- to get a
And not
Natty
even- it
Light.
could be hot at a Tahoe. But remembering, I'm not a risk to drink again, but it's fun. People ask why people have addictions because drugs are awesome. They're also really dangerous.
Yeah.
And so I sometimes would be jealous of my friends because my parents did a good job to get us into these great communities. But we were the ones who
You're a rebel. You said it.
well, I was the rebel of my family. My family was the ones kind of stepping into neighborhoods that they'd never been in before.
Oh, okay.
So my parents stretched really thin. We didn't have a lot of, my dad had a great job and provided for us, but my mom was staying at home. We have 4 siblings, 3 boys. The milk cost alone was insane.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Multiple brothers drank a whole gallon
I believe
a
it.
day. And so they were really focused in on us. And I would have these friends that were wealthier, which were the best friends to have.
Oh yeah.
For
When
sure.
you get invited, your friends let's go shop in San Diego. I was like, oh my God, I had to share an Arby's sandwich this week with my brother. What a different world.
That's crazy.
It's real though. And so I would see these lives that I didn't have and my siblings envied deeply. I didn't envy them. I loved my wood table with Monopoly. I loved my cheesy house. It was, everyone else hated it. I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
But then I also noticed every rich kid and friend that I got, they wanted to be at our house. They always wanted to be swimming at the pool where Like, we treated my mom like she was a fucking queen because she made like a gallon of mac and cheese and put it in the pool. We're like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I just love that shit as a kid.
As a kid, though, you were looking for a connection. You don't
Yeah.
care. I mean, it's cool when your parents have a lot and it's easy to get caught in the glitz and glamour, but it's empty. And your parents probably taught you that.
Yeah, well, and it's funny because like my Drew's parents are my aunt and uncle. His dad's my godfather, and so they always reminded me of the family that I kind of always wanted. And so I was always with them, always at their house, and I was always kind of jealous because I was like, man, those are the parents that I want.
Yeah.
That I feel like I should have. But I'm glad I got both sides because I got to grow up with mine, and then I grew up
got
with
to
his,
see
and
it.
yeah,
It's such a blessing to see it and to, maybe I'm just a weird optimist, but I actually believe that like my most interesting traits are my trauma. And I'm like
I would
so
say Dom's
happy
is for
they
sure
have.
similar
Yeah.
to that too. Like that's,
Is it?
Yeah, and
See, I shouldn't get
I
excited.
don't want to
No, it's-
no, I don't want to
I can
I don't want to overtalk for Dom, but I feel like what's made Dom
family,
who
you get to overtalk for each other.
what's made Dom who he is now is the things that I feel like he didn't have, but he had in like a extension of, like you said, my parents were very close to him, always were there. Like we were there when he graduated from ASU. He's one of the very few kids that on the Vasquez side of the family that graduated college. So we went to go see him to graduate. So it was one of those things where like the things that he maybe didn't have as what I had, those are the things that made him who he is. And
Well,
go ahead.
I have so many questions because I want to know a little bit more about like what some of that experience was, like what you were, because I love that you just called out. You guys are really authentic and I'm really into it. Because we don't talk about the dark feelings enough to be like, I looked at that family and was like, they're perfect. Where I have to assume, Drew, that you were probably looking at him going, fuck, that'd be cool. Or like looking for envy in his life sometimes too.
I would say for me specifically, like I had a rich childhood. Just I had so many great memories from both sides of my family because we're only related on one side of the family. So the other side of my particular family,
Okay.
My dad was one of 9. And so I think there's over 30, I have over 30 cousins.
Dude.
So
crazy. I
So
didn't
just
realize
on
We're
that,
similar.
yeah. So
my dad's one of 8.
yeah. So like when we would have a party, just a regular party of like immediate family is like 30 people. And then if we want some bit of extended family, it's like 70 plus.
Yes.
So when I was growing up in the 90s, like we would literally have a party in a duplex, and there'd be like 90 of us in that teeny tiny duplex. And those are
This is so
some of my
But
those are some of my
You're
favorite
telling me there
memories,
wasn't toxicity? Because I'm like, oh my God, the dream is real.
So from what we captured was like it was all fun, but then as we got older, we started to see the family trauma that started to bleed into our lives, like the cousins or whatever, even on both sides. But I think what allowed us to stick together was like us making this pact of like their trauma doesn't have to be ours. We don't have to live through their eyes. And I think once we kind of separated ourselves from that and lived our own lives, we found much more happiness and acceptance of we can't control what they do, but we can control what we do and how we live further on, and letting our kids not feel those same things.
Yes, but what I like though, it sounds like your family is because we're loud, we fight, we have a lot of trauma, and we live that out loud.
Yeah.
And my family's done a really beautiful job. We've all tested it, myself included. That like family doesn't stop showing up for you just because you're insanely messy.
Right.
Like I get embarrassed sometimes of my family, but I know that got the biggest gift from God, that I have a family that at a moment's notice, they show up for me, no matter what it is. Every single time they show up in spades. I have one of 27 first cousins on my dad's side.
Damn.
And I have 8 kids. And we're in your face. Like, I remember going through rehab situations. I'm not doing great. It crescendoed my life. And my aunt's in my face in the most, again, we're all trauma. So she's like, oh, you had to make a scene, right? I'm like, that's love. Thank you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm struggling. But they bring out the opportunity to be like, show your weirdness, show your everything. And you also said with your cousins growing up that the toxicity bled into it at a certain point.
Yeah.
Do you think it bled in, or do you think children don't see the toxicity in the same lens?
I would say on one side of the family, so my grandma who's on that side, so it's the Leal side of the family. That's my last name.
And the Vasquez.
So there's Leal, and then Dom's a Vasquez. So on the Leal side of the family, my grandma, which is my dad's mom, passed away. It's almost going on. This year will be 2 years. So she passed away 2 years ago, and mind you, I'm like the very middle of cousins. I have cousins that are like in their literally early 20s, and then I have some that are in their mid 40s. So the age gap is very wide. So when she passed away and we had her funeral at the luncheon that like where we all kind of gathered and like ate food and got together, I made a pact with them and was like, hey, I kind of want to do like a cousins reunion just to get everybody together. So I think out of everybody that came, I think out of everyone, like 3 cousins didn't show up, just due to other other things. Right. So in what we learned in that,
makes me so happy.
Yeah. So what we learned in that was, to answer your question, no, not a lot of the trauma from our parents bled into us. We kind of made sure that didn't happen. On the other side, it's a little bit different. Every cousin's a little bit different. Some we've had great relationships. Some we just haven't had just because of time. Also, we're so kind of distant in family. But I would say most of my cousins on both sides of the family, no, we've tried not to let the trauma affect us. So Dom can maybe give you similar, or he can maybe give you a difference of opinion.
No, I would say that's accurate.
Yeah.
No, I love this. Well, also, I think a lot of times with big families, like I said, I have mixed feelings about it. I love my family shows up for me all the time, but I hate to be perceived. I hate when somebody sees that, which is odd because I'm on social media things now, which is blowing my mind. Because it's the opposite of everything I like as a person. It's not like everything I like as a person. I sound like a bitch. But I love my family to show up, but I hate that they're always in my business sometimes. Like I don't necessarily want 5 people to text me, hey, heard you went on a Tinder date. How did it work out? And I was like, oh my God, I don't want my whole family knowing about this bullshit. Or it's like, this is a perfect example, the mold. So today it's like stereotypical Greek family life. We're Italian, and we're like the loud Italians that, in the best way, I love my family, where we're a few generations removed from Italy. We hold an annual tomato roasting festival where at my aunt's house, where we roast pizza, we're doing tomatoes, and we make sauce for the whole family. We do it together as canning. It's adorable. It's the best event. But it's so like we're very loud about the Italian aspect, even though it's like kind of stolen valor, because we're super American. Yeah. We're from California. They're like literally they're leading into the Italian piece. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, our whole family is Mexican. We celebrate a lot of Mexican values, but we're proud to be American, so we celebrate a lot of American values too. Yeah, oh yeah. Of course.
What I will say about these big Mexican families, Middle Eastern families, at times, my ex's terrorist family wasn't always like this, but I will say I grew up with a family that there were no shortage of people ready to put effort to show up. Like there was no question if you were going to Sydney's 4th birthday party bounce house.
It was automatic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the dads are out front smoking cigars. Like we all had stations.
Right.
And everybody pitched in. You did dishes together. You cracked up together. You got McDonald's at 2 a.m. because Aunt Tina's passed out in the backyard again together. And I loved that.
That's awesome. That's one thing I'll say on both sides of the family. Like there are some traumatic experiences that we've had to see, but I will say our family, but on both sides of the Leal side and even the Vasquez side of the family, those motherfuckers will show up.
Yes.
Any party you have, they will show up. And they'll show up.
I notice people are feeling like it's constantly bombarded in our faces that we feel disconnected. And it's bombarded in my face most often by the mirror because I feel very disconnected from the world. But I also realize when I feel that, like I'm like, man, I miss my friends. Like, why don't I hear from them? I put 0 effort into it. Not even that. My friends will tell you like the fastest way to get a hold of me is to like run into me with a car. I won't respond to text messages or phone calls. I want to,
I
but
feel like you were pretty responsive to.
okay, so yes, but this is because this is why I told him earlier, you're so good. Your reaching out to me was so flawless and perfectly timed.
Appreciate that. I take pride in that, Drew knows.
I'm so excited about this, but my, like I said, fucked up brain, it's a blessing and it's a curse. But when I'm really excited about something that I've never done before, I run at those things because that nervous feeling means I'm on the boundary of either learning something or failing beautifully. And either way, go full send. Like, let's go live a life experience.
Right.
So the second I get nervous, I feel like this might. Yeah, I do drive heave a lot, probably more than one should. My brother, he just gets the shit. So I think I got something better. I'd rather dry heave than shit myself in a Wendy's for the 50th.
Yeah,
100%.
that's way better.
But we have a lot of nervousness and anxiety.